So let me have you just lie on your back, okay? And if you guys can't see Tony, by all means stand up or come around if you have to. I'll just slide up a little bit, so hanging off there. Just slide up a little bit more for me. Good. Now what I want to do here is just take your feet and place them together. So your feet are together and just splay your knees out to the side. Okay, so what we've done here, guys, is effectively isolated his abdominals, okay? So I've taken his hip flexors out of this movement altogether. So by splaying his knees out to the side like that, I'm preventing his hip flexors from allowing to assist in this exercise. And Tony, what I'm going to have you do is just place your hands in front of you like so. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Are you fairly good at sit-ups? Is this something you do on a regular basis? All right, so you've done a couple sit-ups in your day. All right, so all I want you to do, nice and smooth, no momentum, no kind of herky-jerky stuff, is sit all the way up until you can touch your toes. No, go back down. Did you see the little herky-jerky kind of deal? No momentum, no kind of herky-jerky, nice and smooth. Just kind of peel yourself off the ground, touch your toes. A little bit of herky-jerky there, but I'll take it, okay. So I would imagine during a typical workout, that's not really how sit-ups go down, right? So what's happening here, guys, okay, if I can explain this, you can relax for a second, Tony. This is Tony here, chilling out on the floor. Okay, this is his face. This is his pelvis. This is his lower back. We have like upper, middle, lower abdominal. You can see that first portion of that sit-up where Tony starts to peel himself off the ground. Okay, he starts to be able to work through some of that range of motion. His upper abdominals have something to push against. They're able to push against the ground and start to flex the spine and peel him up off the ground. He then reaches a point where the middle abdominals try to kick in, but there's this gap, right, between his spine and the floor, and there's nothing for those abdominals to push against. And so they can't continue the motion of flexing the spine and performing that sit-up up off the ground. And you can see what happens is Tony tries to kind of like shoot himself and throw himself through the rest of that range of motion. They kind of kick up so the hip flexors can kick in and pull him up. Okay? So what happens is those middle abdominals have nothing to push against. So there's no real contraction there, and you can't really perform the sit-up. Okay? So what the ABMAT is going to do is fill that void. So what I'm going to do is take this piece, and this is just a pillow for all intents and purposes, right? I'm going to place it in the small of your back here. Have you lie down over it. So now what that has done effectively is fill this void here, guys. Okay, so it's filled up that void. It gives the abdominals now something to push against. And I want you to do the exact same thing you just did, nice and smooth, sit all the way back so your shoulder blades are on the floor. No momentum at all, just sit up nice and smooth, peel yourself up. Yeah, nice, good. Now you can see how much smoother that is. There's no need for momentum. His abdominals have the ability now to engage through that entire range of motion and peel him up off the ground into that full sit-up.
How close should my feet be to?
Where you are is fine. Yeah, there's no standard as far as that goes. Let's do one more of these, just for old time's sake. Attaboy. Nice. Good. Thank you, sir. Stand up. Appreciate it. Let's give Tony a round of applause. 2 sit-ups, all right.